Alright, so here's a plot twist nobody saw coming. The so-called supermayor might be trading her power suit for prison stripes, and not even for the mess we thought would take her down. Buckle up, because this one's wild. We're talking about Tiffany Henyard, yep, the mayor of Dolton, Illinois, and let's just say, her time in office was anything but innocent. From flashy spending to shady deals, the red flags were waving for—
Here is a quick segment from Fox News.
An Illinois mayor is getting national attention for the way that she's spending taxpayer dollars. Now, critics say you can't turn your head in the Chicago suburb of Dolton without seeing the name of Mayor Tiffany Henyard. She's also the supervisor of a neighboring township and refers to herself as Super Mayor. It's her TikTok handle, too. But she's now accused of spending tens of thousands of taxpayer funds on self-promoting billboards, as well as putting her name on government buildings, government vehicles, even government rugs. Not to mention the Tiffany Henyard calendar, which includes the super mayor's birthday.
We begin with breaking news. A fist fight breaks out at Tiffany Henyard's Thornton Township meeting tonight, and witnesses say Henyard herself jumped onto the pile.
It was one thing when the guys were fighting, but when she jumped in it, I was just taken aback. I was floored.
She jumped in, she hit her head on the table, so I don't know, she may be—
a while, but now things are spiraling. Not only is she under fire for misusing funds, but fresh allegations are surfacing that could land her behind bars. And trust, this ain't just political drama anymore, it's real legal trouble. The same woman who once flaunted her title like a designer bag is now facing serious heat. It's giving scandal with a side of karma. And the receipts are piling up. Now we could go deep into the chaos, like how she literally threatened the whole town, demanding they better have her money, or that infamous day she blew $40,000 in taxpayer funds on Amazon like it was Black Friday. Yeah, that really happened. And don't worry, we've got receipts, every jaw-dropping detail laid out in full color. For those just tuning in to this real-life political soap opera, here's the latest headline. Tiffany Henyard is officially out. She didn't just lose the mayoral seat, she got kicked to the curb. No more township supervisor title, no more power. As of tonight, Tiffany is unemployed, and the people of Dolton are celebrating. Because this takedown was epic. We're talking total wipeout. Trustee Jason House didn't just beat her, he destroyed her at the polls with a 7-1 blowout. Henyard got just 12% of the vote. Let that sink in. House's campaign HQ turned into a victory party the second the results dropped. It wasn't even close. Voters weren't playing with her this time. But Tiffany's saga doesn't end with losing her crown. She's still being dragged to court. During her reign, she straight up ghosted legally, required FOIA requests, public records meant to show how government funds are used. She just stopped responding, as if transparency didn't apply to her, and here's why that matters. Tiffany was racking up major charges on the township's credit cards. At first, the receipts flowed in, and that's how the media exposed her wild spending. But as soon as the heat turned up, the paper trail mysteriously dried up. Convenient, right? Then came the now infamous taste of Thornton Township bash. WGN investigates uncovered payments of $30,000 for Kick Wyatt's 30-minute set and $20,000 for Jay Holiday. Add up the staff, production, and extras, and the bill hit $85,000. Still outrageous, even if it was lower than rumored. Trustees didn't approve a dime, but Henyard swiped it anyway, and when board members said no, she just ran up the credit cards anyway. Expenses that were flat out rejected by the trustees somehow still got processed. And when people asked questions, through FOIA requests, Tiffany's response was basically, "We're done answering." That's how far the corruption went. Eventually, things got so shady that news outlets had to take legal action just to get basic info. WGN straight up sued the village of Dolton after Tiffany's crew refused to follow open records laws. They wanted credit card receipts, salary breakdowns, and the scoop on Henyard's taxpayer-funded ride, but Dolton wouldn't give them a single sheet of paper, even after the Illinois Attorney General's office stepped in and told Dolton, hand over those records by mid-March. They still didn't budge. The deadline passed like a whisper, and the documents stayed hidden. And now, WGN isn't alone. A whole pack of organizations is lining up to sue. This isn't just a scandal, it's a legal avalanche coming straight for Tiffany Henyard, and here's the kicker. Henyard thought she could play dodgeball with accountability. As soon as she got booted out of office, she shrugged like, "That's not my department anymore, talk to the new mayor." But the folks suing her weren't buying the act. One legal filing flat out warned, "We're about to find out if losing an election lets you skate past a contempt of court charge." Because this isn't her first time pulling that stunt. Henyard had already been found in contempt once for hiding public records. Now she's trying the OL Houdini trick, vanish from the job and vanish from blame. But the judge wasn't having it. He basically told her, either show up to court, or I'll personally make sure you end up behind bars. So when it came time to face the music, what did Tiffany do? She logged in. That's right, she didn't show up in court physically. She popped up on a virtual screen, trying to explain herself. The judge was having none of it. She blamed everything on the staff and said she was just the face of the village, but the judge fired back. You had the keys. You ignored court orders. You've got until next Friday, in person, or else. Now let me give you my take, and I'm not sugarcoating it. Tiffany Henyard doesn't want to release those records because she knows they're packed with receipts. Real, damning receipts. The kind that confirm everything folks have been saying. Reckless spending, misused tax dollars, and backdoor deals that reek of corruption. If those documents see daylight, it's game over. Let's be real, this isn't about miscommunication or a clerical error. This is a cover-up in plain sight. And if the judge forces her hand, we might finally get the smoking gun. Because everything about her downfall points to one thing. Tiffany Henyard might just go down as the most corrupt small-town mayor in the entire country. So I'll ask you, what do you think's next? Will she cough up the files and pray for mercy? Or is she about to get cuffed up for ignoring the law like it's a joke? Personally, I think her ego's too big and her playbook's too old. She's playing chicken with the court, and it's about to cost her big. That's all I've got for No Don't. Forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next chapter in this wild saga. My name is A the Lawyer, and, as always, I'm out. Peace.